It's possible to open a newspaper or watch cable news these days without hearing my Republican colleagues talk about the evils of job-killing regulations. That's in quotes. Each day they arrive in the Senate floor to rail against the safeguards that keep our water clean, our air fresh, and our minds safe. Republicans would have you believe that these common sense rules that check the greed of Wall Street banks, keep huge corporations honest, and stop big oil's unnecessary risk-taking are also causing small businesses great harm. My Republican friends have yet to produce a single shred of evidence that the regulations they hate so much do the broad economic harms they claim. That's because there aren't any. Conversely, there's plenty of evidence to prove those regulations save lives, prevent asthma attacks, and ensure mom and pops face a fair fight against these multinational corporations and moneyed interest groups. And there's plenty of evidence to prove that disasters like BP oil spill and the financial crisis of 2008 could have been prevented by better, stronger government watchdog regulations. But Republicans aren't relying on evidence as they propagate the myth of the job-killing regulation. They're relying on repetition. There are many people, but let's just take one. Bruce Bartlett, an advisor to President Ronald Reagan, a Treasury official under President George H.W. Bush, and he's a trusted conservative voice on economics. I had many to choose from, but I chose this one to talk about a little bit today. He offered a number of strong words on the regulation monster under big business bit, and I quote, "No hard evidence is offered for this claim. It is simply asserted as self-evident and repeated endlessly throughout the conservative echo chamber. In my opinion, as a conservative economist, regulatory uncertainty is a counter invented by Republicans that allows them to use current economic problems to pursue an agenda supported by the business community year in and year out. In other words, it's a simple case of political opportunism, not a serious effort to deal with high unemployment. But why use regulations proven to protect health of every mom, dad, man, woman, child in this nation as a scapegoat? What are the origins of this myth? I believe, as Bartlett does, the Republicans are attacking regulation because they don't have a plan to create jobs and turn our economy around. No plan. While Democrats have been pushing time-tested remedies for a flagging economy, such as infrastructure investments or middle-class tax cuts, our Republican colleagues have been peddling a cure-all tonic of deregulation. The truth is we have enough to worry about in these tough economic times. We can't allow the myth to distract us from the real crisis of high unemployment facing this great nation.